Can someone answer what, in a very simple or a very layman terms, what is meant by an embedded system?
So combination of both hardware and software.
Excellent. It's a combination of a hardware and software, where this hardware and software combinedly works together in order to produce some output or in order to give some result to the user. As Sumitra said, she's working on an elevator. Elevator is one perfect example of an embedded system. So here in elevator is nothing but a lift what we use for our commuting upwards and downwards through the stairs, right? So here elevator is hardware. In this elevator, we also have a combination of a software where if you press 3, it will go to the third floor. Where if you press open button, the doors will open. So here the hardware and the software are combinedly working together in order to give some output, in order to make some man's job easy, right? So this is what we mean by an embedded system. So if I wanted to define it as a definition, embedded system is nothing but it is a combination of a hardware and a software where they both work together in order to produce some output or result or some results. So, as the name of this course suggests, embedded automotive testing. So now we understood what is meant by an embedded system. Now let's come to the automotive. You might have heard about this term automotive or automobile or automotive spare parts or automotive industry, these kind of words. Someone have heard about it, and do someone have some idea on what at least this automotive means? Can someone tell me like what can be the meaning of an automotive or what is meant by the word automotive?
Actually, I have no
Okay,
idea. I
let
have
me tell
zero knowledge on this.
you. Okay, no problem. I'll tell you what is meant by an automotive. Automotive is automobile. Everyone might have heard. Automobile is nothing but related to a vehicle, on-road moving vehicles. See, we call trains as locomotive. We call aeroplanes as aerodome industry, and we call the on-road moving vehicles as automobile industry. Right? Like this automobiles. Automobile. I mean, all the vehicles which moves on the road, like cars, trucks, buses, whatever A to Z that moves on the road comes under the industry of automobile. So automotive is nothing but the same, the automobile industry or the automotive industry. So in this automotive, it is all this automotive industry deals with the functionalities or the operations related to your on-road moving vehicles. Okay, now we will understand what is the link between this embedded system and what is and this automotive system. Why these two both are linked? Why this is called as an embedded automotive testing? You can simply call it as an automotive testing, or you can simply call it as an embedded testing. But why this is called as an embedded automotive testing? So because here, when you take any automotive vehicle or any automobile vehicle, suppose let's take a car which we use daily. So this is one classic example. It comes under the category of both embedded system as well as an automobile system. Am I right? Do you agree with this statement? Car comes both under the category of embedded system as well as an automotive system. Yes. So, you people are agreeing with my statement. Why? Because car is an example where hardware and software are combined together to give some driving, to give some drive effect or to give some drive results. Am I right? You might be wondering why software is needed in the car to drive it. Okay, let me distinguish between two generations of vehicle or different generations of vehicles. Okay, so when you see the cars back in 90s or sorry, welcome Himashri. I did not notice when you had joined. Welcome to the class. So when you see the vehicles or cars way back in 1990s, how you have seen the cars like Ambassador, Maruti 800, those generations of cars, it is kind of pure hardware. You will not have very much scope for the software. If I am right, you will have just a basic structure or basic chassis of the car. You will drive it. If you apply brake, it will stop. If you again accelerate, if you change the gear, this all depends on hardware. There is no much scope or involvement of software here. But when you see the today's generations of car, 80% of the car is run on software. Do you agree with me? You guys agree with the statement? Today's generations of the car, 80% are run with it. Today we are talking about the driverless car. Today we are talking about the autonomous vehicles, where cars are driving on their own. When the software itself is driving on it, there is no need of driver. So from the pure hardware, this car has become a product of a pure software. The transition the transition has happened because of the evolution of this embedded automotive domain. We are discovering, or we are inventing more and more features related to softwares in the vehicles, right? So okay, now what okay can you guys tell me, in your car, what all things are involved by the software? Like, what are the things are done by the software, where the software is involved in your vehicle, where the software is getting involved in your car? Can you give me some very prime examples? Because you all might know, like you all might have driven or have ridden in the car at least once. You might have known like where the software is there, what are all the features we are observing newly in this kind of generation of new cars. Can you someone give me one or two examples?
Car infotainment system.
Very good. Infotainment system, excellent. Infotainment system is nothing but, to the people who are new to this domain, infotainment system is nothing but a kind of a dashboard. Like, you will have this infotainment system in between the driver's seat and the co-passenger seat in the front, where we play our music, where do we have our music system, where do we have all the controls, like AC control, music, Bluetooth
So this
options,
is
charging.
BCM, right? Body control module, right?
Sorry, no. Infotainment
It's
ECU
like
is a separate ECU. Yes. BCM is body control module, that comes under different things. I'll tell you what is BCM also in the next class, but infotainment is something different. Okay, what else features, what else software features we have?
Right now, we are monitoring all the tire pressure controls,
Excellent.
also
Tire
seat
pressure.
adjustments and all.
Excellent. When one of okay, you are driving a car, but one of your door is not closed properly, you will get a notification in front of the driver that one of your car door is not closed. It is monitoring. As Sai said, we are monitoring the tire pressure systems, tire pressure levels, which tire has low pressure. If it is someone, if some tire having very low pressure than the expected pressure, it will be given a notification to the driver. So these kind of things you are observing, this is also possible because of a software evolution in the vehicles. Any other examples you can think of? Any other example you can think of where you are using softwares?
All these parking sensors and everything will be available.
Excellent, excellent. When today, when you are when in the olden days, when you wanted to reverse a car, how you will see the back side, what is happening in the car? You have to lower down your window. You have to see outside, like the back side, and then you have to take the reverse accordingly. But now that is not the case. Whenever we put on the reverse gear, immediately your camera will open and your sensors will be showing the distance. how much far you are from the obstacle or how much far you are from the back car, and then you are not even lowering down your window. It is all like kind of an automatic. It is all kind of everything is displaying in front of you, where your driving is made more comfortable, more easy, more efficient, if I'm not wrong, right? So this is like if you wanted to park somewhere, the cars like it is showing left, right, like you are parking. Okay, if you go to a mall and you wanted to park a car in between like many slots which are available there. Now that parking has making your car park is very simple nowadays with the existing technology. Like you will have the combination of camera, sensors and radars, where it will show you the exact distance between from the adjacent cars, where which direction you wanted to drive, which direction you wanted to rotate your car or move your car, and then it will make you park in the exact slot. And there is something called as park brake. So whenever your key is off, or when your vehicle mode is not running, or when your engine is not running or something, automatically park brake will apply, so that that's moving a little bit, moving front or back of your car will be avoided. So when the park brake is applied automatically, your car is in complete standstill position, if I'm not wrong. So all these features are possible only with the software revolution. See, the difference between the old generation cars and the current generation vehicles, in the chassis it might not be a very big difference. See, there are little bit differences in the engine capacities or the other capacities of a hardware way, but the much and more evolution have been done in the software domain only. The designing may be different, the engine capacities may be different, the chassis capabilities may be different, but 80% of the evolution happened in the software domain. Okay, so all these changes, all these evolutions have happened have happened in this automotive industry, embedded automotive industry. Now we will know what are all the companies, or what are all the organizations that works for this embedded automotive domains. Okay, we can divide these companies into two categories. Okay, the first category of companies are called as OEMs. OEMs. The full form of OEM is original equipment manufacturer. Original equipment manufacturer. These OEMs are nothing but a product based companies. In automotive, we call product based companies as OEMs. Product based companies in the sense when the company has its own product, when the company manufactures or supplies its own product to the market, that we call it as product based or OEM. Suppose if you take Mercedes Benz, Mercedes Benz is an OEM because it has its own category of cars, it has its own category of trucks, it has its own category of buses, this kind of things. So that we call it as an OEM. Can you name some other OEMs which are available in US market or India market, anywhere? Can you name some OEMs?
Ford, Bosch.
Uh, Bosch is not a pure OEM
It's
because
it's
it doesn't
80% of
have.
OEM and 20% of
That's what it is, not pure OEM. It just has its
yeah.
own products, but not it doesn't have any type of vehicles on its own in the market. So that doesn't comes under like a pure OEM.
So Ford is complete
Yeah,
OEM.
Ford is OEM. Yes, excellent. Ford is an OEM. Any other examples?
Hyundai,
Hyundai, yes, excellent.
mm, BMW,
Tesla
BMW,
currently.
Tesla, yes. So for that matter, any company that owns products, like all the car companies, you take Hyundai, Maruti Suzuki, Kia, Toyota, Volvo, BMW, Benz, Tata, Mahindra, Tesla, Stellantis, Volkswagen, all these companies comes under the category of OEMs. Okay. Now this let's come to the second category of companies. These are called as service-based companies or the supplier companies. Okay, supplier companies or the service-based companies. These companies will provide either hardware services or software services to these OEMs. So, let me give you a small example. Now, Mercedes-Benz is planning to release one new model car in 2029, or let's take 2030. Okay, 4 years from now. Mercedes-Benz cannot do all the work related to that new car. It cannot have its own, own manufacturing or what designing, hardware accumulation, software management, software testings, track test. All the parts cannot be handled by Mercedes-Benz alone. Definitely, it needs supplier companies. It needs some services from the other companies. So this Mercedes-Benz will pay some amount to the supplier companies to get their services. Okay, suppose they want their infotainment ECU. Mercedes-Benz wanted one very hi-fi infotainment. Okay. So what they'll give, this Mercedes-Benz will go to a supplier company and they will give the contract to the supplier company. Okay, I'm launching the car in 2030. I need an infotainment system for this. I am expecting my infotainment system should be like this. It should work like this. It should look like this. All these features should be there in that infotainment system. You give me this infotainment system by 2028. So Mercedes-Benz is giving a contract to the supplier. So these supplier companies are all service-based companies. Any company you take, like Capgemini, Cognizant, Infosys, Wipro, there are many, like thousands of supplier companies like Sensita, Norbremse, Robert Bosch, for example. Every company which provides services or their own products to be a part of a bigger vehicle are called as a supplier companies. Suppose Bosch supplies one ECU for our company. That product might be Bosch product, but they are providing services to the other OEM. Okay, so these type of companies are called as supplier companies. As an embedded testing engineer or as an embedded automotive testing engineer, you will have an opportunity to work in both categories of companies. You can get a job in OEM, or you can get you can get placed in the supplier company as well. Both are equally available. Both are equally possible. So if you getting into OEM directly will be little bit challenging because their interview levels or like what their expectation levels will be little bit high. But the supplier companies, it will be easy. So when you get into the supplier company, get some experience. Getting into an OEM is a cakewalk. Okay. So you will have an equal opportunity to work with OEMs as well as the supplier companies. Okay. Till now, everyone understood what I am telling? Are you able to follow up? Are you able to catch up? If you have any doubts, please let me know. Everyone understanding what I'm telling?
Yes, it's good.
Oh, fine. Okay. Next, one common doubt everyone might have when you're joining a new course, everyone will obviously have this doubt. What will be the future? What will be the demand? What will be what will be the frequency of opportunities in this domain and all? Okay, let me tell you this. When there are few companies back till 2000s or 2010 that time, there are only very few opportunities in this domain. But this domain has erupted like anything after 2010 because There are so many new companies coming up. There are so many vehicles that are releasing in the market. Suppose if you take our local Indian companies like Mahindra, you see n number of models there. For one model, one company will be working for different things. One company will take up infotainment, one company will take up ADAS, one company will take up other ECU. So for one model itself, many companies will be involved. Like that, you imagine the number of models, the number of OEMs, the number of companies that are coming into the market these days. You will have a very huge number of opportunities. You will have very huge people working for this particular automotive domain because there is a need for uh, these automotive engineers in the current market. And very importantly, when you come to the other domains, like if developers will have more preference, but the one major plus point of this automotive domain is verification or test engineer will be the final say. If you have two developers in your team, you will have 8 test engineers for the same product. Because here, when you are deploying a vehicle into the market, you will need a lots and lots of rigorous testing. You will have to do 10 different levels, 7 different levels of testing to make sure that the vehicle is perfect. You cannot just do one round of testing and push it to the market, because it is related to the safety of a passenger or safety of a driver or safety of a human. When your vehicle is not functioning properly, it might lead to accidents. So it needs a rigorous and lots of testing. See, if you're deploying one website, even a small glitch in website is also fine, because it is not affecting any human lives or it is not affecting any driver's life. But when you come to the vehicle, testing plays a very trivial role, very major role in releasing a product. If a testing is not proper, your vehicle will not go into the market and your vehicle will not be successful in the market. It needs very huge levels of testing, very rigorous levels of testing. So that is why, especially in this automotive, see, any OEM you take, if you have 30% of developers, 70% will be the test engineer's strength. Because for one product can be developed by 2 developers easily, but testing should be handled with the same product. Testing should be handled by 5 to 6 people, double that count of developers. So you will have more opportunities as a test engineer rather than the developer. So the need for the test engineers is more in this domain. So you will need not worry about this testing opportunities or whatever. If there are openings in embedded domain, out of 10 openings, 8 openings will be for verification engineers. I mean, there is no doubt about it. So this is about the opportunities. So you will have an opportunity as developers as well as testers, but opportunities for the test engineers will be more in this domain. And what all things you will learn in this course? The next point is what all things you will learn in this particular course. So we will be learning from the very scratch to the people who are new to this domain or who are coming from the other domains. So we will be learning from very scratch. Like if I wanted to say, we will start from what is testing. We will know about software development or software testing life cycle. We will know about different protocols. We will know about the tools which we use, like CANOE tool and protocols like CAN, UDS, or diagnostics we will learn about, which forms a very major part. And coming to the automation, we will learn about CAPL and tools like Zira, how we will raise defects, how we will follow up on the defects. We will learn about the ASPICE process, how this how we carry out our testing activities according to the ASPICE process. We will do one real-time not one. We will do 2 real-time projects, 2 to 3, depending on the time and the things we will be doing. We will make you install the tool, and then we will give you some requirements of the project, and then we will ask you to develop the test plan or how to do the testing. We will make you do the testing, the actual testing. So these kind of things will be live demonstrated in the class. We will give some requirements and we will ask you to write the test cases, how you will develop the test cases, how you will think of that scenario. These kind of things we will be teaching you. We will learn from the very basics when you go to the company. When you, as you, most of them have little bit or work experience, you all might know like what is agile process, what is meant by PA planning, how you will plan your tasks for the next 1 month, 2 months, these kind of things and all we will be teaching you. So basically, even if you know nothing about this course also, we will start from the very scratch and we will cover all the topics that are needed for this position or needed for this job role. Okay, the class will be daily 1 hour, like evening 7:30 to 8 in the Indian timings. Um, we will not take too much rush in the first initial classes. We will take it up slow and then we will move on to the concept slowly. Yes, so then you, if you have some doubt, you can ask.
Yes. So now we only focus on a scripting in a Capel, or we do focus on a Python.
No Python. It's only Capel.
No Python.
No,
Oh,
it's Capel. We will teach Capel from the basics and we will show you like how the live programming works as well, like how you need to develop functionality using the Capel. Because in 1 month course we cannot cover Python. Python is like little bit huge topic.
so we can extend after this, or we can join align to the Python also.
We have other course for Python. Maybe you can prefer that if you wanted to learn Python through this. We have other course for Python that you can take it up.
Yeah. So now the company is most looking for Capel or Python both, right? Not
Yeah,
only in a
Capel or Python
Capel.
will have equal importance there because most of the companies are still in the Canoi. They did not move to the Python base. Yeah, some companies recently have moved to the Python, but in our course program, we were teaching only the Capel script.
Yeah, here I mean, this here scenarios I just based on that I'm telling you that like the both are preferencing now the Capel and
Yeah,
Python. So that's
yes,
why. Yeah.
Capel and Python. Yeah. Capel is something which this automotive industry is using from many years. So that is kind of standard. Python is a recent development. Like how AI is coming up, Python has come into the automotive domain recently from maybe like maximum from the last 5 6 years, if I say mostly.
Yeah.
Now, like if you have Python knowledge, it is very good addition for you. That's true. Like Capel and Python are equally preferred. You have any other questions?
Ma'am, tools like Canoe and Canalizer is similar or different tools, ma'am?
Cano, Canalizer are different. Sorry, same tools. Both are vector tools only. But the only
Okay.
difference between Cano and Canalizer is Cano will support multiple ECUs, multiple nodes testing at the same time. But with the Canalizer, you can test only one single node. So that is the only difference. With respect to
Okay.
operations, with respect to the way of use, everything is same. We
Okay.
prefer
Okay.
Canoe because we can have more capability there. If you wanted to test 4 5 ECUs at one time, you can test it with Canoe.
Okay.
But Canalizer, the maximum limit is one.
Okay. In
But
this
in the way, if
training,
you open Canoe or Canalizer, both look similar only.
okay. Okay. So if we learn Canoe, Canalizer is also
Easy. It is
okay.
nothing. It is same only.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
So one more thing, we focus on ADAS too, right? ADAS and Lin.
Yes. Yes. We focus on it. In the infotainment
Yeah.
project only, we will have little bit of things related to ADAS. Um,
Hmm.
like kind of slight sneak peek into the ADAS as well. We will know about link protocol also.
Okay.
Our major focus will be on CAN, but Lin also will be taught.
Okay.
You can choose between the projects. One is infotainment project, and we have three projects in total: infotainment, ADAS, tire pressure monitoring. So infotainment will be the mandatory project which we teach because it starts from the very basic, so everyone will understand it. So everyone can be the rest of the two projects, either ADAS or tire pressure monitoring system. You can choose which project you wanted.
Okay.
Majority of the people which chooses I mean, if you choose which project, like we will go accordingly. We can teach either ADAS or tire pressure monitoring.
So when it comes to the vector tools, we focus on only Kano, right? So
Yes, yes,
not
only can.
canalizer.
No, not canalizer. Can. That's
Okay.
what I just said, no, because when we are testing the ECUs like ADAS or infotainment or whatever it is, we might need an interaction between the different ECUs. Whenever we wanted to test multiple ECUs, Cano is the best option.
Yeah.
Canalizer will be used for like very limited scope. If you have only one feature to test, or if you have like very small node to test, this canalizer will be useful. But when you are working on a bigger projects, when you are handling different issues on the multiple nodes, Canoi should be the option.
So when it comes to the test pen setup, so we have any for do the practice on DSpace or else any MRET?
No. DSpace is a licensed version which costs you around 1 crore plus.
Okay, yeah,
We
yeah.
cannot give any hands on for the DSpace.
Okay. So every day is like 7:30 IST, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, guys. If you have any other questions, you can ask. Otherwise, we will wrap it up for today, and we will continue with our classes on the designated day and time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, Amsta will end this session and I'll follow up for few other guys they had not attended the session.
Okay, okay.
So by tomorrow I'll follow up with the guys and
Hmm.
maybe from within couple of days we'll start the sessions. Maybe from 8th or
Okay.
9th.
Hmm.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll wrap it up.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dun, 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 dun.